Listen. We're in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League. Finishing top 3. We're in the Champions League. Where's Liverpool? Not there. Where's Chelsea? Not there. Where's Spurs? Not there.
Oh my God! What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to the road trip, man. On the way to Old Trafford. I'm back in the country. We touched back from Jamaica. Live in England. Live in UK. Yeah? Straight up to Manchester. Old Trafford. Champions League. I don't even know how long we're going to be in it. It's a bit peak. If we don't win today, we're out. We're done. We're toast. We must win this game. This game, yeah, is more important than the Manchester derby. It is. It is. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, because you can lose against Man City. Obviously, it's not great. We don't want to do that, but it's still early enough in the season. If we lose today, we're out of the Champions League, and that is embarrassing with that group that we had, which we did say would be a little bit tricky, but we should be coming second in that group. And even if we win today, there's still a lot of work to do, by the way. It's not like a win and then we will definitely go through. No, the hard work starts here. We need to kickstart our Champions League group. There's no more room for error. There's no more margin for error. You know, we can't really afford to lose another game. And I know we can talk further down the group in terms of going to Copenhagen, going to Galatasaray, Bayern Munich at home. We talk about that afterwards. But none of that matters if we don't get the job done tonight. And I'm not talking draw. We must win. You know those like cliche sayings, you know, every game we must win or must win game, all that shit. Nah. Like, this is literally it, because if we do not win, we're out of the Champions League. And I tell you what, the inquest that will have to go into that would be a disgrace, really, at Man United not getting out of that group. I don't care how many injuries we've got, you know, especially when you look at how the Galatasaray game unfolded, where we ended up losing. It was just pathetic, and it was littered with mistakes. So if we're serious about not only turning this corner, but trying to, you know, get out of the group, you can't even talk about later on down the line in Champions League, you know. But if we're serious about these things and have aspirations to do these things, it has to start tonight. You know, it should have been the Galatasaray one where we go, right, let's get our 3 points after a disappointing night in Munich. Didn't do it, and we self-destructed. We gave them all 3 goals against Galatasaray, and Copenhagen are no slouches. Do you know what I mean? Bayern Munich narrowly won against them. They got a draw in Galatasaray, if I remember correctly. I think they were 2-0 up. I think Copenhagen were 2-0 up at Galatasaray, and Galatasaray managed to come back and get a draw. So they're not going to be any mugs. They're no slouches. They're essentially the team that you thought would have been the worst in the group. Well, guess what? At the moment, that's us, because we're rock bottom, yeah? So this game is so important, man. And with everything that's been happening around the football club as well, this is obviously the first game back since the passing of Sir Bobby. So it's going to be a highly emotionally charged atmosphere, you know, as we pay tribute to Sir Bobby and everything he's done for us. This is the first time that all Man United fans will be together since his passing a few days ago. It's the first time the fans have sort of got together, with the sort of emergence of Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming to the forefront of the Man United takeover saga, and Sheikh Jassim leaving, you know, leaving the scene essentially without winning. So we got that to deal with. So people are going to make their voices heard about that. But tonight will be about Sir Bobby as well. You know, mainly that is what it will be about. So you know, the atmosphere is going to be incredible. It's going to be emotional. You know, and similar to, you know, Sheffield United. You know, we want to make sure that we put on a performance, and most importantly, win this game. Team news. I mean, look, I know Casemiro's back in training, but he can't play, can he? He got sent off in the last game. Reguilon's the most interesting one for me, because obviously Erik ten Hag said that he was injured. Sorry, he was ill after getting back from injury, that's unfortunate. Imagine having a good few weeks out, about a month out, 3-4 weeks out. You finally get back and you pick up a little bit of illness. And that game was only on what day was that? I just got back. I don't know what day it is. Tuesday. What day is it today? No, that game was on Saturday. That game was on Saturday, sorry, and it's now Tuesday. So it's only got a couple of days rest. So hopefully he's shaken off whatever illness he's had in only a couple of days, to hopefully play and give us an outlet, and give us a bit of fluidity down that left-hand side. At centre-back, I mean, you could say, it's between Lindelof and Maguire, and Evans, actually, to be honest, and Evans, to partner Rafael Varane, who you'd expect to play today. I'll be honest, I'd go with Harry Maguire. Man. I think it's not Harry Maguire's the answer. Now we've got the real Harry Maguire. Give him a new deal. It's nothing to do with that. It's about the moment that he's in. He's come in. He's done all right. He's playing well. He's doing what he needs to do. We're at home against Copenhagen, and I think he'd be fine if we play him. And I think actually with his performances, Lindelof's been the one who's been a little more shaky in recent weeks. I think that's fair to say. Harry Maguire's done well. And he's earned his place to start. Fair is fair. I think in this moment he's earned his place to start. If not, then it could equally be Johnny Evans, because he hasn't put a foot wrong as well. Johnny Evans has been absolutely superb. So between the two of those, I'm fine with whoever Erik ten Hag picks. But I would suspect he would pick Harry Maguire, with him being in this moment. Obviously Evans is 35 years of age. Played on Saturday. And it was a late kickoff as well. How is he gonna fare in playing again in a couple of days' time? Obviously Harry Maguire is a bit more robust in that sense, very rarely injured, and I just think Ten Hag as well is, I think with the scrutiny that Harry Maguire's had, he has always said, listen, it's about playing well, and if I need to rely on you, rely on him. Most of the time he doesn't pick him, we know that, but I don't know, I just got a feeling that I think Ten Hag will kind of reward him to say, listen, I'm going to keep some continuity there, and you're playing well, so go again. Equally though, would you be surprised if he went with Lindelof? It'd be a massive slap in the face. Excuse me, and a reminder to Harry Maguire of his current situation at Manchester United. But I wouldn't be absolutely gobsmacked if Lindelof started the game, to be honest with you. But I would probably go with Harry Maguire. Midfield's interesting because Mason Mount, come on really late against Sheffield United. Obviously didn't start the game. For me, he has to play. I think he has to play near enough all the games for me, in how we want to turn our midfield around and how we want it to be, and how we want to play football. I think Mason Mount's integral to it. So I would bring him back in. We need to be on the front foot. We need to have high energy. We need to keep the ball well. Be on the attack. Be on the aggressive. At home to Copenhagen, really take the game to them. So I would go with Mason Mount. Casemiro's not there again. Bruno's going to start. We know that. Then you've got Amrabat, but also you've got Scott McTominay. Me personally, I would go Amrabat, Mount, Bruno. That's what I would do. I know. You could say to Scott, well, he scored 2 in the game just before that. Scored 1 against Sheffield United, but I saw a stat. I think he completed 8 passes. He completed 8. I'll tell you what. It was. I saw Stephen Howson talking about it on 5 with Rio and Joel, and his thing was is it masking? Let's not act like McTominay's been playing really, really well. He's bailed us out. 100% have to give him credit, but his general midfield play hasn't been great. And he said, I saw a stat that he completed 8 passes against Sheffield United. And that game was end to end. Not end to end, but we didn't have a lot of control for large parts when McTominay was on the pitch. So, look, I'm not saying that he earned his start. He earned his start against Sheffield United, and he deserved that start. But I don't know. For me, I'm trying to go back to the fundamentals, man. If I'm honest, but and I think Ten Hag will do that. I think we'll go Amrabat, Mount, Bruno. That's what I think. Front three, I think, is going to speak for itself. Obviously, I say obviously, but in my opinion, Ten Hag's going to do Rashford, Højlund, Anthony. Anthony hasn't been great since he's come back, has he? Really? Probably trying to get some continuity, but didn't really see much of him. He was a bit meh against Sheffield United, but Champions League at home, front foot, I think Ten Hag will be expecting him to do well, so I think that'll be the front three. But like I said, man, it's all good talking about the players and the individuals and how big this game is, but honestly, it really is that big. It's win or bust. It's win or you go out. If Man United do not win this game, there is absolutely no chance we can go through. Honestly, even if we win, it's not certain. We have to pretty much be flawless for the rest of the games, and it starts tonight. It'd be an absolute catastrophe going into the derby. Win tonight, get a little bit of confidence. Hopefully it's a convincing performance, and take that into the derby, which is a massive game. But like I said, make no mistake, guys. I know the derby means a lot to us. I know it's Man City, and when it comes round, on the weekend, we're going to be bang up for it. Hopefully the mood will feel a bit better after a win tonight. But I'm telling you now, this game is bigger than that, because it's over if we lose. It's absolutely over. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Members, remember, full-time views straight afterwards with Live with Owen. You can get involved with that. Exclusive members perks. If you're not a member, it's never too late. You can do it right now, or you can do it just before Owen goes live, whenever you want. If you want to get on and have your say live with Owen and other fans from around the world, and join the match shoot as per usual with KG and the gang live at UVHQ. And we will be in a press box today and hopefully try to catch up with some of the lads after the game. If we've won, hopefully we can catch up with a couple, and we'll let you know what we get from there. Take care, guys. See you in a bit. Peace.